What if I told you that an unknown blockchain has increased its users by more than 10x in the last 6 months, and even in the last 3 months did a plus 200%, and no one talks about this blockchain? And I know this might be a really good opportunity. Same when I talked about CJ on base when it was at only 16K market cap and it went up to $20 million market cap. Or again, when I talked about Toshi when it was only at 7 million market cap and went up to more than 300 million market cap. Or again, Netflix that we talked about at not even 600K market cap and went up to almost $10 million market cap. So trust me, this needs to be listened from the beginning to the end. By the way, welcome to Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, follow the spam money, and make even more money, and particularly know where is the next opportunity. So don't forget to pour down your little matcha. My name is Antoine, and let's get to it. To recognize an opportunity on the blockchain, we need to understand what is a good blockchain. It's usually something that have a high number of users, good amount of money, and a good technology. With the dating apps, for example, when you're the first app, you get a lot of users. Tinder, for example, got a lot of users. And of course, the technology, is it good or not? For example, 1010, really bad technology. Good amount of money, they managed to acquire users, but never enough good technology, it went down. It starts with the first one that gather usually the biggest amount of users. Then you need to have some change. So for example, we had Bumble that arrived. And then after Bumble, there was another ones that arrived, which was Coffee Meet Bagel and Hinge. Totally different type of thing. One didn't really work anymore, and one is still working, but you have those two that are still really strong. However, you know that if you want quality, the further you go down, the more you have, because these people did a bit more research, these people that are a bit more advanced, and they are not just random followers. This is where you would get the highest amount of people on this one, because people will just follow. So the beginning of Tinder was much easier. Now you have to look like me to be able to get something on Tinder. And this is fucking annoying for me because I can't do everything. I can't be everywhere. I can't be posting video and being on those apps as well. For example, Bumble would be base chain. But what is the Hinge? What is the Coffee Meet Bagel? Those blockchain will probably make a lot of money. What they sell is a connection, a match, and then probably you want more. And the blockchain, what do they sell is block space. So let's check the full financial statement of this blockchain, because it's the same as in the dating space. You want the proof of getting laid. And here we want the proof of getting paid, which is with the financial statement. And for example, this one is having, if you check quarterly, Q1 2024, losing $11 million. Q2, losing $8 million, a net progress. Q4 here, we were losing 12 million, but look at the fees. That's where it is. It's how much people are putting into it. We had here 800K in fees. Q1, 4 million. Q2, which was not the best of the best for the crypto market so far, 4.4 million. The revenue are increasing as well drastically, and the expenses are going down. So when you see this, you can understand that it's just a matter of few months for this to be highly profitable, which will make them probably put more energy into it, develop the marketing. And when you know that the number of users in this app is constantly increasing with 1,500 million in 2024, because this is clearly following the biggest narrative. And maybe you use it and you haven't realized it yet, but you will, because this is probably where you can find the next 10x, the next 100x, or even 1000x. And what I want to talk about is Tone, which have insane metrics. The revenues, everything is in green almost. It's growing. The number of users is growing. The token holders of the Tone token, it's growing. It's a layer one, so it's its own blockchain, and you get everything going up. Tone stands for the open network. They want to be this blockchain that is for everyone. The element we should not forget is the guy behind Telegram is Pavel Durov. And you will see how they start to integrate the blockchain in their app that everyone uses, that more than thousands of millions of people use, that will be onboarded directly on their blockchain. This is a really charismatic CEO, and this will be important for the next part. Now, when you look at the blockchain term, you do not have so many coins that were created. The most popular meme coin is the Redo, resistance stock. This is where I think you can find your massive opportunities, because a meme coin will always grow on the leverage from the blockchain. So those coins that are really tiny now, with resistance stock being only 70 million market cap, while if you check dog we've had, it's already at 3.2 billion. And when you use the Telegram a bit, you know, stickers are used everywhere. They have sticker packs with the resistance dog, and the resistance dog represent so many people that want to be part of the digital resistance. We get the pirate flag, but how you can use it? You can use the wallet in Telegram. You can just activate it, and then you have your Ton wallet. That's it. However, we still have few problems that I think Telegram should solve. And once they solve that, then it will be going to the next step. Because there is a big war, actually. X wants to become the all-in-one app. Telegram is becoming more and more the all-in-one app because you already have a wallet where you can pay, send money, buy some stuff. And where it goes even further, as you know, Telegram is used by some people that are outside the system, legal or illegal, but they are outside the system. And they put in place a peer-to-peer marketplace. So you could buy your crypto directly inside the app like this and avoid the KYC. For example, even in Thai baht, you could buy in whatever currency you want. This is a powerful thing. But it goes even further, is that if you want to put some ads on Telegram, to reach the 900 million people, you need to pay in Ton, which is already, I understand, at a big market cap. But imagine just for a second, if instead of having to invest in Facebook, Facebook had their own token, they tried, they got slapped on their hand, probably for a good reason. But people will buy ads with this currency, and the company will collect their own token. Mind-blowing, right? Something you never seen before. The integration that is so deep. And when you have a market cap of this size for a coin, and you know that there's only few meme coins and few projects yet around, but you have tons of users, you have the money, you have the technology. It's now just up to the people to create on it, and this will be probably the next gold rush for crypto. But we have few problems. You can use Tonekeeper, which is a wallet that will let you use it. If you want me to do a full video about how to go on Tone, how to buy some, I will do one. You can bridge directly with RocketX, for example, send your Solana and receive back some Tone. Or you can use your centralized exchange and fund your wallet. However, a few things I don't like. When we're on Tone, if I want to exchange, to swap, I only have few crypto available. And the second thing is you need to use Tone Space. This is where there is the opportunity because it's still in beta. So Tone Space in beta, I can buy and sell the assets, swap it with more things, and I can use the different exchanges. However, when I want to do a swap, they will tell me, all right, let's say I want to swap to some Tone. You see, I need 0.35 Tone on my wallet to be able to do a swap. However, normally a swap will be something around 0.05 in fees. So it's a bit annoying. I think the blockchain need to get a little bit better as well. However, can you imagine people being able to buy and sell tokens directly in their Telegram? You join a meme coin group or whatever, you could buy directly in it. I mean, they don't have yet the level of integration, for example, where you could use the based bot on Base, which is going to be one of the biggest play, if it's not already one of the biggest play, that lets you have limit orders, DCA orders, copy trading on the blockchain directly, and is the only bot that lets you use a web interface. So I can be here on my browser just buying some boomers and not having to care about it. By the way, thank you, of course, Based, for sponsoring this video, which is normal because I'm working on this project, and you can buy and sell here in your browser and then continue with your assets directly in your Telegram. This is the only bot that lets you have cross-device trading. I will put a link in the description, and I think you should ask them on Twitter to do the bot for the Ton blockchain, because this will be massive. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about this dog is that Telegram, they're pushing their stories. And last time they pushed an update, and who did they use as an icon of it? The resistance dog. So that means the company behind it is kind of liking this project. And where it's my 2 cents for something that could go really high is this guy on Twitter. Maybe you don't know him because maybe you think he's not big on crypto. Levels.io, really cool guy. Met him in Bali back then. And I follow this stuff since probably 2015. But this guy have 420k followers on Twitter, and most of them are developers. And you know one thing, we love developers on this channel because they make money every month. They like to invest in crypto, and most of them don't get laid that much because they're not subscribed to Handsome Finance. All the developers subscribed to Handsome Finance have no problem, actually have even more problem. They have an overload of dating. They don't know what to do with it. And it's too much surplus. I know, guys, we will have one day the Handsome Anonymous Circle to talk about problem and how hard our life is. Anyways, he's talking about Duro, founder of Telegram, my hero. My hero. So now when Peter Levels is going to see that, on Telegram I can buy and sell crypto. Their blockchain is pretty cool. And I like this dog. Maybe, maybe not. But this is where the moment the market will skyrocket on Ton blockchain. And this is why personally I start to explore it more and more. You saw that I still do small investment. By the time I publish this video, I would have probably invested more. So you know what I'm doing. And it's normal. But also I want to build on it. And I want to provide the tools for the traders like us, the DJs, that need to have order limits, that need to have copy trading. And it's still a blue ocean. It's still virgin. Some people don't like to do virgin stuff. I do understand. It's a lot of inputs for only the same output. But for some people, it gives them a good feeling. Now, I'm not going to judge, but you do whatever you want on the blockchain. But what is sure is that you should check out this strategy, because if you combine this to that strategy, I just don't see how you can't win. It will be complex. Anyways, it was a pleasure to make this video for you. I hope you like this kind of research. And don't forget one thing before you leave. I know it's hard for you, but still you have to do it. Stay handsome. Ciao.